Hey, what's up, everybody? Here are the two things you need to know about this week. Number one, Federal Reserve cut interest rates again, 25 basis points or 1/4%. Now, that was not surprising. Many had anticipated that. In fact, it was already priced in to the bond market. There are methods by which you can look at the bond market and understand where bonds are already pricing what the Fed does. It's sort of like when you're at Keeneland and you look at the board and you see who the favorite horse is and they win and you go, wow. Obviously, many people expected that to happen because it was the favorite. When a long shot comes in, that's a different story. But the bond market and the Fed, we can actually look and see what the bond market is predicting. They were predicting a 25 basis point rate cut. That's what we got. So the market wasn't all that surprised. However, we were watching closely to see what Fed Chair Jerome Powell said about the economy and what their thoughts are going forward. He gave a press conference after the rate cut and basically was saying that the trajectory of interest rates is in fact lower, which means they will be cutting. He did point to some concerns in the economy, some inflationary concerns, but also some jobs concerns. And again, remember the dual mandate, inflation and jobs. So the market ultimately liked that. The stock market ended the day positive after that news, especially areas of the market that are highly impacted by interest rates. That would be companies that have a lot of debt. Obviously, if their interest rates are lower, they don't have to pay as much for that debt. And then that means they'll be making more profit. So those companies did especially well yesterday. Interestingly, the number two thing you need to know is that after hours last night, Oracle, a stock that's not in our portfolios, they reported earnings. And if you know anything about Oracle, they have moved heavily into this AI space over the last year or so. And they've gotten a very good response from that in the market. But unfortunately, last night, they missed their revenue projection and the stock was punished after hours to the tune of 10%. Now, all of a sudden, overnight and into the market today, people are wondering, well, how much money are these AI plays actually going to make? And it has the whole technology space this morning down. So we're going to look for some red on the open, especially in technology stocks. So that's the two things you need to know about this week. I also want to give a special shout out to the unbelievable pitch competition that we had. I hope you all enjoyed it. Those of you that were able to go to UK and participate, and a special shout out to the winners of the pitch competition that presented there. You all did a magnificent job. Any one of you could have won that competition. Bravo, obviously, to Walmart for taking home the trophy. But Nike, Alphabet, you all did an amazing job and you should be very, very proud. Have a great week and Merry Christmas.